take my soul, you wanna take my life. That girl, that girl, she's so cold, so cold, so cold, so cold, so cold, so cold, so cold. You wanna take my soul, you wanna take my life. This girl is so cold, that girl, so cold, that girl, so cold, that girl, so cold, that girl, that girl. You wanna take my soul, you wanna take my life. This girl is so cold, that girl, so cold, that girl, so cold, that girl, that girl, that girl.
Okay, here we go. Let's start it off. How do you feel, EQ, about women in hip hop? What did you say? What was your words?
My words is that hip hop is a man's sport, and I don't think women should be invading into a man's sport. I think they should have their own, own lane. I really don't like female rappers all that much. I really don't. But there are female rappers that I do appreciate, such as MC Light that you mentioned. I would feel like the hip hop is missing something if there were certain females that weren't involved with the culture. I'm not trying to say like I don't like female rappers in the way of saying like all of them, right? I know it might sound crazy because you're like, well, you hate female rappers. It's all female rappers. I do appreciate some female rappers, but that's just not my preference. And I think that hip hop is a man's sport. And that's just the way it is. Females, I really don't pay attention to them all that much.
Right.
That's just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
And you have a right.
I think a lot of the females that I named, actually, the reason why, I think it's through nostalgia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of females that I enjoy listening to are from a older generation. I can't really name females.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Have you ever talked to a young person or do you know young people like nieces, nephews, or whatever, and you be like, damn, you got an old soul. Like you ever tell any young people that? Any people from the younger generation? You ever notice if any of them have a young soul? Or you ever said that? Do you know about that terminology? You have an old soul. I said a young soul. I mean, you have an old soul.
I know what you're saying. You're looking at someone that is of a younger age, but they act more mature than their age.
Yeah, they act like they from like your generation, like which is out of the norm.
Nah, which is mature. My generation of maturity.
Right. Yeah, your generation of maturity just think women shouldn't even rap because it should be all sausages on the mic rapping. That's it. Oh, God created men. God created women.
So that would be
no. That's what you said. You want all sausages on the microphone. You don't want to hear no female. Females don't need to. This is a man's sport. Women shouldn't even talk. First of all, hip hop is spoken word. It's from the heart. It's from the culture. How could you have hip hop without a woman if a man come from a woman? Huh? A man come from a woman. A lot of these men that screwed up because they was raised solely by a woman because a man wasn't being a man in the house. And so the woman had to raise the man by themselves. So a lot of the stuff that you see is really men, emotional men that's raised by women. So why would a woman be X'd out? God created man and he created woman from man's rib to be a partner, to build, to help. So she shouldn't even speak on the mic. Just be like those those people that wear the sheet on your head, cover your body, cover your whole self up. Don't speak to nobody. Keep your head down. Don't say nothing. So all we're going to talk about is a lot of testosterone, just a lot of sausages all over the place talking about just that, right? You don't want to hear from a woman's perspective. Furthermore, you're basically categorizing every woman from the new generation like they just all dumb and they don't like you don't think there could be a 2026 Queen Latifah or a MC Light type woman in 2026? Or you just think they all want to be NIGGAs or HOEs? So, you're entitled to your opinion, but if a man comes from a woman, why can't a woman have a voice in hip hop? I think a women's voice in hip hop is needed and it's cool. My thing is, show me something different. Quit trying to sell your body. Quit being cliche. Quit trying to be a nigga. Be a woman. It's just like when people date white girls. Okay, it's cool when you date a white girl and just be white. Don't be white. Don't try to be black. Be you. Let me see who you are. Don't try to be me. Don't try to fit in with what I do. You just be Karen, well, not Karen, Becky or whoever. Be yourself. Be goofy, be nerdy, be whatever you are. Don't try to be like me. You know what I'm saying? The same way little homie is talking. But no, that's your point. I mean, some people probably feel the same way. I haven't did my due diligence, so I'm gonna be honest. You did more of your due diligence so far than I am. You did way more. By you checking out 4 people, I ain't checked out one yet. So you didn't pass me on what I want to do. But I'm gonna start with the 4 that you did. I'm gonna start with the 4 that you did, and then I'm gonna go into the others that we ain't did yet to listen to. Because me personally, I want to hear a woman that's out the box, not what's norm. So that's why I feel like females in hip hop is important, but it's important that we find the voices that really should be heard. Because a lot of times with the male hip hop and the female hip hop, or with even the male hip hop, they don't want, the good messages are hidden, far, blocked on the algorithm. You got to go looking for and know what you're looking for and really search for the good hip hop from men. So what do you think about the women? If it's like that with men and we the dominant thing, then the women is going to be buried and all they going to be sending us, or all our algorithm going to say on its own, is the hoes and the hoes that want to be niggas and the stuff that I can say that can be tiring to listen to too. But I want to find that brat. I want to find that Queen Latifah. I want to find that MC Light. And there is them people. Everybody's not Glorilla and Doja Cat and all the rest of them. Or yeah, everybody's not that. So that's my take on it.
Oh, okay, I understand, but my okay. Let's just start with this, right? I understand that you're protecting women. I have no problem with that. Not just women; they should have the freedom to do, you know what I'm saying, whatever they want to do. You know, if you want to be a rapper, okay, fine, be a rapper. But there's a certain position that you know that you're gonna fill. Like you said, you're the helper. Okay, well, but you're not the creator. You're the person that helps the creation.
But you birthed the creator.
Creator.
Sorry.
Yeah, but with help. Like, I don't see
Literally.
women getting pregnant by themselves.
They still birthed
like,
you.
Women just, yeah, but they needed help.
Right, and we needed help to form it. We needed something to put it in. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's a 50-50 thing, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So in this case of a 50-50 thing, you didn't create the 50. Or excuse me, you didn't create the 100. The 100 was hip hop. Okay. So women, yes, they play a part in hip hop.
Huge part.
And that's what they should. They don't play a huge part. Men play a huge part in hip hop.
I don't want to cut you off.
Men are the. You do because you're trying to cut me off. But
I apologize. No. Go. I want you to finish.
No, it's fine. Say what you have to say.
No, I was just saying that women do play a big part in hip hop because if you strip away what they bring to the table, okay, LL Cool J he started with the I Need Love. Like, we got to do a show about Miss Melody and KRS One. I don't know if you did your research on the video I sent you.
Yeah, I did. Yes,
Like,
I did.
okay,
I did.
a lot of kingdoms. Hold on, a lot of kingdoms. Oh, this is good. We falling off into this. A lot of kingdoms are strong.
No, it's not good that we're falling off to this because you keep touring.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
A lot of kingdoms are strong with a man and a woman present. That's facts. For growing up kids, for family time, that's a fact. One person household is not nowhere equivalent to the dominant power of a two household. That's a fact. And I'm saying that, I'm glad we jumping on this because with the T.I. and the 50 thing, 50 is rich. Hold on. Let me make a quick point and I'm going to jump out. I'm going to jump out real quick. 1 point. 50 is alone in this house. 50 is alone. His son don't love him. He has nothing. You know how many people would throw all their money away to have somebody that love them? T.I. got a house full of kids. Family, women, strong, powerful. That's powerful, bro. The only reason why a person wouldn't see that, the only people that, this is the reason why the white man broke up the family structure because he know how powerful.
I gotta stop you.
Okay, I'll stop. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're going way off the deep end, man.
That's real talk, though. That's real talk.
It's not real talk because
okay.
It's not real talk.
So what makes it not real talk? Okay.
Because that's not what
okay, well, let me make my point real quick and stop. Okay, let me make my point real quick and stop. I'm gonna stop. My point was, this is all facts, bro. This is all facts. You show me a one household that's better than a household with a man and a woman working together strong. Show me one. That's why, and I'm going to say this, you're going to get mad. That's why 50 Cent is losing the beef, nigga. He said one thing and 50 niggas jumped on his back. 50 don't have nobody. Yayo ain't said nothing. Uncle Murder ain't said nothing. All he could do is sit back and be mad. Have you... Okay, I'm getting off the subject. My bad. I'm done. I'll wait. You go ahead.
You've been way off.
No, that's all the subject. We talking about women in hip hop. If women deserve to have a voice, if women deserve to be in hip hop, that's what we talking about.
You talking about 50 Cent don't got no.
Yeah, it's real.
No, it's not real, man.
That is real.
We're talking about women in hip hop.
Exactly.
They do play. Okay, they do play a part. Right? But that's the thing. They play a part. They're the help. Now, if we're looking at hip-hop in 100%, well, the 100% is men. Men created hip-hop. Now, if women want to help, yes, that's cool. That's why I said there are some women that are in hip-hop that I appreciate. If they weren't in hip-hop, I'd be like, we're missing something.
Can I blow your mind with this? Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry, go.
Pause. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna blow your mind. There was a woman. Pause. Okay, pause. I'm gonna blow your mind. There was a woman.
No, go ahead, dude.
There was a woman that put out the Sugar Hill Gang, right? A woman put that record out. Okay, she put it out. Hold on. She put it out. She put it out. If you couldn't press the records up and put it on the radio station, you would never hear it. Period. Second thing, hold on, and I'm gonna let you go. Grandmaster Flash, a woman told him. A woman said, you should rap about, the poverty in the streets and the positivity and what's going on and how we can get, be positive in the street. A woman did that. These are this is the beginning of hip hop. Roxanne Shante, do you remember that? Do you remember that time? Do you remember how powerful that time was? UTFO? Do you remember that? Do you remember all the Roxannes? It was like 10 Roxannes What do you mean? Roxanne was bodying niggas. I forgot where she from. Was she from Queensbridge? Did you see her movie?
Did I see Roxanne Shantae's movie?
Yeah, Roxanne on Netflix. You need to watch it. I didn't watch the whole thing, I ain't gonna lie, but I watch it. She was going to the park freestyling and beating niggas, whipping niggas. Niggas was coming up with money, trying to battle. Like, you know how it is in New York. That was like a thing for them. That was their life. That was a thing of the past. Let's go down to the park and let's battle. Turn on the music and let's battle. Period. Off top. And she was killing niggas. She was out rapping niggas in New York and Queensbridge in the beginning. The woman is Mother Earth, my bro. You and I know you don't want to hear this. The woman is Mother Earth, brother. You can't. How you gonna? You just want to be on the mic listening to some niggas rapping in your ear? Then you don't say pause. That's what you want. I don't. That tough guy shit means nothing. That's 3 times I proved to you that a woman belong in hip hop. Shantae was in the beginning. Nobody was out rapping her. Nobody. She was whipping niggas' ass in the beginning, freestyle.
Lolita Shantae Good, better known.
I keep saying Roxanne Shantae, my bad. Roxanne. Roxanne Shantae wasn't the real Roxanne. My bad.
And she gave her attention in 1984 with the Roxanne Wars. So that's why you're mixing up the Roxannes.
No, I'm not mixing it up. It was just hella females jumped on. My bad.
Because which one are you talking about?
The original, the first one, not the light skinned one. The Roxanne Shantae was the light skinned one that came in later. No, the real Roxanne.
Okay, so now you're admitting that there were other ones.
Yeah, no, the real Roxanne. I'm talking about the one, the original.
So the one that you're talking about, right, is the one that's from Cold Chillin'.
Yes, that was with Marley Marl at 14. Do you know she was 14?
Queens, New York.
Yes, that's the one. Not Shantae. My bad, not Shantae.
That was part of the Juice Crew.
Yes.
Okay, with Biz Markie.
Yep.
B. Boston.
Yep.
Okay, that's the one.
I don't know why I keep saying Shantae. My bad. I messed up. Roxanne, the real Roxanne.
No, it's Roxanne Shantae.
No, I think Shantae was like the light-skinned girl that jumped in the beef and was saying it, but the real Roxanne is the brown-skinned girl. Oh, am I wrong? I could be wrong.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people can.
Right, like you.
But wait a minute. Yeah, I know, like me. I can be wrong also. You're correct. I also can be wrong. But right now, what I'm saying is that I appreciate that there are women in hip hop. And yes, there have been women that have contributed to the culture.
From the gate.
Yeah, but that's a help. Like, you're talking about, all right, so the lady from Sugar Hill Records that helped out the Sugar Hill gang and so forth like that. Okay, so how did she even get to this position? Well, she heard other people doing this. Who was doing it? The dudes was doing it. The guys was doing it. Because if it was that way, then why did she pick out like a group with 2 guys and 1 girl? Or a group with 2 girls, 3 girls? Whole group is girls. Why wasn't that the Sugar Hill gang? Why was it 3 guys? See, this is what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's a man's sport. And then on top of that, Roxanne Shantae was like the only female part of the whole entire group of the Juice Crew. And then you mentioned Miss Melody. Miss Melody was like the only female part of BDP.
I'm next.
The whole guy thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's the point that I'm trying to make. I have no problem with women participating in hip hop. And I think a lot of it, when I talk about it, is from nostalgia because it comes from when I was younger. It's, females that came into the business. Like, let's take, for instance, Salt and Pepper. I'm always hold high regard to Salt and Pepper. But if you like trying to compare bars from when they first started rapping to bars that are now, of course, you know, a female rapper that you can put up to compete against them will probably have better bars. But, you know, since you want to derail, what about your boy Lil Yachty? Talking about all old school. Nah, he said all old school rap. But 90s rap. 90s rap is garbage.
Wait, what that? What's and what about that?
Yeah,
Now you derailing.
Okay. So, yeah, I did have to derail. This is my moment too. Okay, so the reason why I'm derailing is because there is a nostalgia point. Now, I look at the female rappers that I enjoyed that I say that I wouldn't want to not be a part of the hip hop culture. It's probably because they were back in the day and I remembered them and I liked their music and stuff like that. Newer female rappers, I can kind of deal with some of them, and then some of them, I'm not. And then now I've gotten to the point where it's just like, I don't want to listen to none of it. So it was a slow progression.
Can I blow your mind again? Pause.
Man, you didn't let me finish what
I'm sorry.
to say.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
It's the idea that, okay, am I saying this about female rappers because they happen to be part of a certain generation? And I'm respecting them because of nostalgia. But if they were going to be out now, currently, I probably wouldn't mess with them. And even though they were in a man's world, I'm circling the whole thing around. Even though it's a man's world, there are good contributions that women have made, but it's been help. It's not been a dominant force. It's just been help. Now, with that, okay, all right, here's where I go with this, all right?
Yeah.
When you try to criticize me about the female rappers that you want me to listen to or the way I feel about female rappers now, the way I feel about female rappers now was the way I felt about female rappers in the past. It was the same. Now, you saying that's a contradictory. I didn't buy them as much because I didn't look at rap. This is the full circle. I didn't look at rap as a female art form. I looked at it as a male art form. That's why I don't take female. I know. I'm going to wrap it up. I don't take
No, I didn't say nothing. Go ahead.
No. I don't take female. I'm going to wrap it up. I don't take females that serious when it comes to hip hop. I do appreciate them. I understand that they're there. They're just there for help. But I appreciate that. That's fine. Like you appreciate help. But them being the dominant force, no, I don't think so. And when you even go into the beginning where you get the females now, because those females that I'm thinking about were the trailblazers. They were the ones that came before. Because you mentioned Roxanne Shante. All right? These are the women that came before. Right? Miss Melody. To get you to where we are right now.
Yeah.
All right? Okay. But when they were a part of this culture of music, these women were surrounded by a bunch of dudes. They were like the only people. Bro, like, what did you say? Lil' Kim. Is she the first lady of Bad Boy?
Mm-hmm. I think Lil' Kim. I think Biggie got Kim a different deal. I don't think Kim was on Bad Boy. Look it up. I think Kim got Biggie.
All right, but she's the first lady of Junior Mafia.
Right. Yes.
All right, boom. Then you got Eve. Eve is the female
first lady of Rough Riders.
Boom.
Right. Yeah,
Rage.
I agree.
Rage.
First lady of Death Row.
You get what I'm trying to
Yo. What about Yo-Yo?
we can name a lot of people.
But wait, Queen Latifah was the queen.
And
Queen Latifah was the queen of her group, though.
yeah, she was down with Native Tongue.
Yeah, but she was the queen. She wasn't up under anybody. Queen Latifah was stood alone.
But, yeah, well, okay, that's fine. I was trying to get some testimony, but that's cool. All right,
Nah,
but
yeah.
that's fine. And Miss Melody was even on the video of Ladies First. So she want to talk about Miss Melody, Queen Latifah connection. Okay, now, see, they had to do those things because they weren't being, let's say, promoted as much as the men because it was a man's sport. A lot of females they fought against. We talked about this in season 1 about the female rappers. You really like to talk about the female rappers. I'm trying to stay away from this, but you really like to talk about it.
Okay, can I speak now? Can I blow your mind now? Pause.
But all right, yeah, I'll talk to you. Go ahead. Say what you have to say.
Blow your mind now, cause you brought this up. It was like about 4 or 5 months ago. You was like, man, because it was a thing where they was saying the female rappers now is killing the male rappers. Remember? I think you even said we was going to probably do a show about female rappers is outdoing the men rappers at that current moment. This is like 5 or 6 months ago. It was just a topic.
Was like on Billboard. There was no men. There was no hip hop on Billboard.
No, yeah, around that time when you were saying that, it was a talk of, is the women doing it? The men ain't doing it. Is the women doing it? Da-da-da. There was a talk of that, right? Recently, months ago. So, okay, you like the old school women, but not the new school women. Today, in today's time, the majority of people your age, in your age group, in our age group, in our generation, don't like the new school cats. Right? I'm not saying we love the women, but the new school cats ain't even doing it. So that made room for the women to come in and kind of have a moment where they kind of they kind of was dominating hip hop for a while, months back. That's one thing. That's just one thing I wanted to say. I had something else, but I kind of forgot.
Yeah, but no, it's glamorous. It's the glamorous life. It's more flash and cash and
ass,
pumping pants, and it's all this outside stuff that goes with female rappers before you even get to lyrics.
That right there.
Dudes was cheering on Sexy Red. Sexy Red was supposed to be the hottest female artist at one point in time. Where is she now?
Oh, she was whack. I mean, not like that, but...
She was whack when she started. It just took a while for people to catch up. She was on award shows and everything. She was winning awards.
Well, I was going to throw my...
There's so many.
I was going to throw my favorite rappers under the bus.
I can say the same thing about men. There were a lot of men that did the same thing too. But the point that I'm trying to make is that there's a reason why there are so few women inside of hip hop. It's because hip hop is primarily a man's sport. It's a male sport.
Not primarily.
Females can put. All right, man.
I hear what you're saying.
You like Missy Elliott?
Hell yeah. Get your freak on. Go. Get your freak on. Do you hear her?
All right.
Are you serious?
Who was doing the beats?
So?
Okay, but what he said, so? All right.
Your favorite rappers that be rapping, the dudes, they ain't doing the beats.
But you said, okay, we wouldn't have Sugar Hill Gang if it wasn't for Cynthia Roberts. That's who you wanted to name.
Yeah, because I didn't have her name. Yeah.
He was in charge of Sugar Hill Records.
Right.
Right? And she took the Sheep album and turned it into hip-hop's first radio spin nationwide and even global. And she's contributed in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Which her contribution has got her into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame by doing that. And I understand, but that's healthy.
See, I didn't even know that. That's super deep. That's super deep. I didn't even know that. That's wild.
If you're saying that, well, Missy, who you like so much, why you don't understand that? Well, her beat was made by a man. You just threw it off to the side like, so what? Okay, well, he contributed. So if there's help, this is what I'm trying to say. But you got this female because of this male, because it's a dominated male sport. You got Miss Melody because of KRS-One, Scott Rock, all these guys that made the female. You got MC Light,
right?
Because of Audio 2 and oh my gosh, I can't.
MC Light blew up bigger than Audio 2. MC Light was huger than Audio 2.
It's not even that. It's how she got on to the microphone.
And she got bigger than her predecessor. She was bigger than Audio 2.
That's not the point that I'm trying to make. The point that okay, take another one. How do you?
I don't even have Audio 2 CD. I'll buy one if I see it.
It's like,
ain't that Milk is Chillin'? Milk is Chillin'. Yep. That was the shit. Villain. Yep. Legendary.
Okay, there. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And I'm still at the same time trying to think of the dude that was on the video that was her DJ. I'm seeing his face, but I can't But I digress. What I'm trying to say is, how did you get Salt and Pepper? Herbie Love Bug.
Yep.
Okay, so in the beginning, there was men that was promoting. Yes, there was a woman that done something, but all these men are the ones. And even when the woman did contribute to hip hop, she brought out a group of 3 dudes. She didn't bring out a female group. She brought out a group of 3 dudes.
You know your point isn't made. I just want to let me say this. Let me just say this.
It will never be.
No, this is my point. I never argued and said to say hip hop I never said hip hop wasn't male dominated. Of course, it's male dominated. My argument was because you said women don't belong in hip hop. That's what you said. You said they don't have no business in hip hop. You didn't say it, not verbatim, but you said they don't belong in hip hop. My argument was women belong in hip hop. Their voices are important then, now, in the future. That was just my argument, was that they belong in hip hop. Not that it's more men, it's more women, or it's the same, or no, it's more men doing it. But women was been a part of it the whole time, and not just as the help. When you say the help, I'm pretty sure women that hear this is gonna be like, this old male chauvinistic person. But anyway,
but it's facts.
So
it's facts. That's fine.
Not just the help. There's another voice. It's a variety. It's a different. It brings a different element. Yeah, it definitely is.
Let's start it this way. Right? Okay. And you even have, and I'm trying to think of them. What is it? The Funky Fresh plus one with the female. Can't remember her name. It was out there. Not too many females. As you keep going back into rap,
JJ Fad.
Yeah, but that's coming in.
The Super Soul Sisters.
That's coming in closer to like the 80s and the 90s. That's when the other female rappers were out. This is what I'm trying to say. Yes, females do have a position inside of hip-hop, but hip-hop is primarily a male sport. That's what I'm trying to say. You cannot deny that. Even if
no, I'm not going to deny that, but you can't say that women don't belong in hip-hop.
I didn't say that women don't belong in hip hop.
Well, when you hear the beginning of this thing, you're gonna pretty much hear you basically saying they don't belong in there.
If it comes off that way, I want this to be heard. All right.
Yeah, please
I'd rather have
clean yourself
her.
up. Go ahead, please.
I do not like female rappers. I do not like listening to female rappers.
Cause you like sausage. You like glizzies. Pause. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
You like glizzies. He want to hear a man talking in his ear all day and all night. He at the sound of a woman's voice irks him. He don't want to hear a woman say nothing. He want to hear men all night, all day, all night. That's what he want to hear. Okay, we got it.
Who's your favorite rapper?
I'm sorry.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Tupac Shakur.
Is that a female or a male?
I mean, you know he a male. He was a male, right? A dude.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Who's your second favorite? So if you didn't have Tupac, who would be the one that you would listen to if you didn't have a chance to listen to Tupac?
Da Brat.
Because usually when I'm the Brat, so you would sit back and you would listen to the Brat.
I was slapping the hell out of the Brat. Another funky tantrum. I was just bumping that. Yeah, literally. I had to break my CD out.
All day long. Okay.
I was showing my kids. She was busting on there. You gotta look up Another Tantrum. The Brat wasn't nothing to play with. That first album, she was biting on Snoop Dogg, and because JD was like, they was kind of, Snoop had the world, so they was biting on that album. When she came with Another Tantrum,
so female rappers,
she was busting.
A male rapper. She didn't come as a female. She came as a male, and then when she got produced by another male.
But she had her own style on that second album.
She got her own style, but she was sounding like another male.
On the first album, a little bit. Some of the songs.
Album. So that's how we got a chance to know her, was her sounding, a female sounding like a dude.
Just biting his style, not sounding like him, just biting that.
And why would she do that? Why would she do that?
Because that was the hot thing to do at that time. Everybody was biting Snoop at that time.
Because,
Slippity slide ride.
Why buy the female? Because the game is heavily dominated by men.
I can show you some new school rap. Can I show you some new school cats? You know what's crazy? I can show you some new school cats that rap like Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm not interested in that.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying Megan Thee Stallion have found her own. No, I'm saying Megan Thee Stallion had her own. Let me say something. Hold on. Yeah.
We down with that.
Hey, like you said, the Brat used some Snoop cadence. No, the Brat used some of Snoop cadence. So some of these cats is using some of Megan Thee Stallion cadence. Because that style. Hold on.
Most
Let me
recognizable hip hop artist is not the most recognizable man in the world. The Brat is not. The Brat can walk right past you and you wouldn't even recognize.
That's not true. Probably you, because you don't like women. My bad. I didn't mean to say that. I'm going to try to erase that out.
Yeah, because that doesn't make any sense.
It makes clear sense. Anybody that hear this show is going to say, dude, might be having a problem with women.
I don't like women. Because I said that rap is a man's sport. So that means that I automatically don't like women.
Yeah, well, that's
kind of goofy, bro.
Nah.
That's kind of goofy.
I mean,
we're having a conversation about, let's say we're having a conversation about one thing. Well, that's what we're doing. Let's not say that. That's what we're doing. We're having a conversation about females in hip hop.
Right.
And because I feel the way I feel about females in hip hop, that means I hate women.
I didn't say hate. I said don't like. But do you think women should be in R&B or no?
Yeah. That's their lane.
Okay, thank you. And see, I could kind of agree with you. You know what's crazy? I love men singing, but I growing up, I did kind of gravitate to the women singing. But right now,
I can sit back and listen to Mary J. Blige. Man,
Roberta Flack. Let's get deep. Let's get deep. That's new. What about Roberta Flack? Who else?
Yeah, but nah, I hate women, so I'm not.
Patrice Russian.
Yeah, I hate
Um,
women.
Shaka Khan, Whitney Houston, Anita Baker. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think in R&B, so it's okay for them. So we even in R&B. Women deserve and belong in R&B just as well as men. But in hip hop, they're just help and they just the background and very far and few. That's what we're saying.
Right.
Okay.
I think that's the way hip hop was designed. It's designed as a male sport. It's a battle sport. I don't think we need to be seeing women battling one another and things like that. If they do have something to say, yeah, let the women speak and stuff. But I'm not interested in watching a battle rapper destroy a female rapper.
Right.
Are you interested in that? Like, he just talking trash about, and everybody like, oh, and you just watching her just looking like, oh, you gonna be like, come on, like, don't do that. So you gonna save her. So this is what I'm trying to say. It's a man's sport.
Okay. So I mean, hey, I agree with you.
As far as hating females, I'm far from that guy. Way far from that guy. I love females. Yeah,
I can see.
But
I bet.
think that they play. No, what I'm thinking is know your role. There are certain positions that women play that men can't play. Off top. And I'm not even trying to go into their field.
Right. Like, comment, and subscribe.
That's your thing. That's your lane. That's your area. That's what makes them special.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Now you diminish it. See, you like to diminish the man's part of the game.
How would I do that? We run the shit like that. No, I don't disagree with you on that. We do.
Now we running shit.
We always ran it. We always ran it. I just said they belong in there too. That's all I said. The only difference is you saying they shouldn't be in there. Now you singing a different tune. I whipped your butts. I beat you down. So now you singing a different tune. In the beginning, they didn't belong in there. They didn't do anything. I'm talking to you. They didn't belong in there. They did, dude. It's all recorded. You're gonna hear it when it come back. When it come back on. When you hear the show. When you hear the show, you're gonna hear you get whipped to the corner. Now you're like, oh yeah, they. But in the beginning, they didn't belong in hip hop. That was what you said. They didn't belong in there. It's our sport. They shouldn't be doing it. They not in there. That was my only thing. I didn't say they dominated us or they're the same as us in hip hop. I said they belong in hip hop and their voice is very important. And I still say the same thing. You backtrack, got whipped on and beat up in the corner, and now you change. Oh yeah, they got their place and blah, 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 blah. You wasn't saying that at first. You really wasn't. You'll see. You wasn't. I really blew you away when I said the women birthed the men because you was like quiet as a mouse for like a good 10 minutes. You let me talk for a long time. You was probably sitting there on your phone looking up stuff and sitting here sweating like, damn, that nigga knocked me out. That nigga knocked me the fuck out.
Right. Yeah, okay.
He knocked me out.
Right.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your comment. Do women belong? Wait. We all know that it's a dominated sport. That's like me trying to say women is just as good in basketball, football, and no. I said they play a part. They contribute to the culture. That's all I said. Women play a part. They contribute, and their voice is definitely needed and should have been heard, should be heard, and will be heard, and will be a part of the culture.
You wanna take my soul, you wanna take my life.